Hi everybody, it's me Sharon. Okay, I realize this is Monday, but my cast off Tuesday has to be done today. We're going to Winnipeg on Thursday. So I've got a few things left to do because I procrastinate and let it go, let it go, let it go. Same old, same old. Anyway, I've got a few things done, not a lot. Um, right off the bat, I'm going to apologize. I won't be having any videos for the next 3 weeks for sure. Um, I'm going to be away spending time with my grandkids, my sons, my daughter-in-law, my sister and her husband, so I don't foresee any time for any major crocheting done. So, but, oh well, I get to see my family. That's the main thing. Now, to start off with, I did the Granny Square a day with Zelda. Hey Z! And I got it done. I started late. I didn't get started on the first, so I only got 25 squares done. But I like the size of this afghan. It turned out really nice, and it's roughly 4 feet by 4 feet. And this is going to, oops, wrong thing. This is going to the Canadian Cancer Society because when my husband was taking chemo, during the Christmas season, the Cancer Society gave him a present, which was an Afghan, which is getting so ratty now because he sits on it all the time on the back of his chair. So I'm going to return the favor, and this is going to them. And this is my Afghan. And it is 5 squares by 5 squares. And it's just done with yarn I had left over, and I did this 5 chain join. Elizabeth Ham, I had done a video on. I can't exactly remember what it was called, but you crochet into the one square, and then you chain a couple, and then you go into the opposite square, and you chain a few, and then you crochet into the first square, and you do it all the way around, and it gets joined. It's nice and flat. There's none of these. I don't like those ridges for some reason. I like them to be nice and smooth. So anyways, this is going to the Cancer Society, and I like the way it turned out. It's so nice and bright. The colors are just like they just vibrant, which is something they need in a dreary situation. Now, I was watching Yolanda Soto Lopez, and she did a video on how to do a cowl for it's a Lion Brand pattern. It's called the Jiffy Scalloped Cowl. And what you do is you crochet half of the cowl in a circular thing, and then you finish it off, and then you go back to your original chain row, and you crochet up the other way, so that when you fold it, you have scallops going like so. Oops, let me get this here. All right, there's the scallops, the way they're going in the first one. See at the bottom? Then you come back and you start where this is where you began, and you join and you go this way. And what you end up with is, I don't like anything too chunky, but it was just enough to keep the neck warm, you know. So this half was done one time, and then you go back and you join where you started, and you go the opposite way so that you don't have scallops going the wrong way. Now, the only thing I suggest about this one, this was Lion Brand pattern number 9043BB. No, 904388, sorry. Can't read very well. The only thing is when you come back to do the second half, it says with right side facing, which is silly because you have a right side and a wrong side on this one here. And if you do that, then the wrong side is going to be facing out. So I changed that a bit, and I turned, once I went to do the second half, I turned the cowl inside out, and I worked from the wrong side facing me. And that way, when I fold it over, both sides showing are the right side. So that's my little thing about that pattern. So my husband thought, well, that looks pretty good. And I said, oh yeah. I said, why, did you want a cowl? And he goes, well, men, right? So I went on. Now that was a little frou-frou for him. So he doesn't like all them little fancy-dancy scallops and stuff. He just wanted something plain. So I went on, let's see, all free crochet, no, Lion Brand yarn again, and I found one called the Yorkshire Cowl, or Yorkshire Cowl, however you want to do it. This is made with 2 rows. There's 2 rows of crochet in this, and you repeat it for as many times as you need. It said till the yarn was finished, but I made it, well, as long as I thought he needed it. Now, the first row is, excuse me, I wear 2 different size glasses, one for reading, one for the computer. So the first one here, you chain on 37, okay, and then you make a ring, and then you chain 1 and you single crochet all the way around. That's the first row. Then you chain 3 and you double crochet all the way around. And when you get to the end of the second row, you chain 1, turn, and you single crochet all the way around. Okay, so then you go back and you do chain 3, you double crochet all the way around, you chain 1, turn, and you single crochet all the way around. And that's all there is to making this cowl. And you make it the distance you want, and it really looks nice. There is, see, you have your double, and there's your single. Oops, there we go. There's your single in between the double rows. And it's really quite nice. It's just, there we go. And you just fold it down. There is no wrong side or right side. And it's not too big and bulky. It's comfortable. He went out this morning and I snitched it on him, so I'm hoping it's fairly mild here, so he didn't need it today. Okay, anyway. But I did make him a toque, and I think he took that with him, so, to match the color of the hat, or the cowl. Now last week I showed some stuff. I showed that I made the stuff, something I made with the pop can tabs. Now I'm going out to visit my sister, and my sister is a personal support worker. She takes care of this fellow named Taylor. Nice young man. And he asked me, he asked me if I wanted him to save the tabs for him, and I said, yeah, okay, that would be nice, thank you. And so he said, well, you have to make me something in return. And I said, okay, fine, what would you like? And he hummed and he hawed, so we weren't sure what he wanted. So my sister came up with this idea that he carries his keys around his neck. So I took my pop can tabs and I made the row like so. And then I attached 2 at the end of the row. So you can put, oh, here we go, here. One of those fobs, keychain fob things. Looks like an alligator clip. And I had it, but it was like too stiff. So I crocheted just the back of the neck strap here. And it will sit like this, and he can put his keys on there. And this is really strong. This is not coming apart. This is made with a nylon cord. It's not very soft. It's kind of a little on the scratchy side, but it's for keys. And rather than comfort, we need secure. So I also watched O.V.W. and she put up her instructional videos on how to do her bracelets that she makes. You know, the ones with the names and that on them. So I thought I'd give it a try. Now, it's not complete, but the pattern is done. So I made this here. Now, this is my oldest grandson, Alan. The only thing I'm having trouble finding is this plastic that goes inside. This is made from, I don't know, if you go to Walmart, you can buy candy in a round container, you know, it's like a round bowl, clear plastic. So what I did was I took the plastic bowl when it was finished and I cut it, and I cut a strip out which makes it nice and thick. But this is what I ended up with, my first try. So thank you, O.V.W. Appreciate it. And then I think I showed you these. These were bracelets I made with the pop can tabs. It's just, they're together, a little crocheting on the outside, slips on like a bangle. Okay. This one was a little loose on me. I wasn't really thrilled with it. I'm not a bangle type person, so I like something. I like to be able to feel it, that it's there. So I made it with one tab smaller, but it was too small. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with this bracelet? Like, you know, too big for. So I took the bracelet like this. It was in green. And I added a rosette on the bottom like this. So it's like one of those rosettes I did up for the purse that I made, and then an extra row around. And then I crocheted it to the bracelet. And what I ended up with was a little candy dish. Got my Werthers. Little candy dish. And I set that beside my chair on my little. I have a lamp that has a glass table attached to it, a tall floor lamp with a glass table. And I set it there, so I have my little munchies when I'm watching TV and crocheting up a storm. And, oh, one more thing. In my book, I found this pattern. It's called the Big Granny Basket. Now, inside this basket in this picture, these here are towels. So these granny squares are 15-inch square. So I decided I'd give it a try. You know, but it's big. It's huge. It was easy to make. It's made of 5 large granny squares. Okay, and each one is different. Oop. It is the same 4 colors for the whole basket, but used in different combinations, including the bottom one. And then you just crochet it together. Oops, that's inside out. You crochet, you slip stitch it. Yeah, you crochet down one to join 2, and then you back up with a slip stitch. You go back with not one of those crocodile backward stitches or whatever they're called. It's just you turn it around and then you slip stitch back, and you end up making a nice edging. And this here is just 2 rows, just 2 rows of, so you end up with these nice 2 little handles. Well, not little, it's huge. But if you're going to the beach, this would be nice because you could put your blanket in it, You could put your towels in it, um, sunscreen, um, your book, whatever. Or you could use this in the bathroom. If you have a large bathroom, you could roll up your towels like they do in the motels, nice big fluffy rolls. Because I use like these monster bath towels in mine. And if you roll them up and put them in there, it will stay open. Or I do have a hassock that will fit. This will fit right on the outside of it, which defeats the purpose. Um, Nice and big, very big. And let's see, what else? Oh, I learned a new stitch, finally. I've been trying to make the Solomon's knot, King Solomon's. I have tried over and over and over again, and I just couldn't quite grasp it. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. So last night I'm sitting in the living room, and we're into about the 4.5 hour of the Arrow, because they had a marathon on TV, and my husband loves the show, so it was on from, I think it was like 3 o'clock till 8 o'clock or something. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to learn this Solomon's knot, because I want to make, let's see if I can get a bigger picture. Okay, this, which is the shrug that this girl is wearing. Maybe you can see it better here. Okay. And the instructions they give are like this, which is okay, but it can get confusing. So I did follow down here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. This is oh, there we go. I did follow this. This is the not written pattern, but a visual pattern. So, followed the pattern, and lo and behold, this is just a practice swatch. It isn't anything. I did start that pattern in a number 2 wool that I got from Turkey by the Ice brand. But there is my Solomon's knot. I finally figured it out. It finally went from Chinese to English. So, that is everything for this week. And I hope everybody has a great couple of weeks. I'll make a video when I get back. Let you know how the vacation went. It'll go great perfectly anyways. It's just that it's very cold out there right now. It's dead of winter, and it's extremely, extremely cold out there. So we're not used to it. We've been away for about 20 years from this weather. So needless to say, we're going to find it chilly. So everybody have a great time. Enjoy Crochet Up a Storm. I'll watch all your videos as much as I can. I am taking my laptop with me, but I'm not taking my hooks and that because I'm worried about them confiscating them at the airport. So if I get a chance, I might pick up a couple of cheap ones from out there and some wool and maybe pick it up, but no guarantee. Have a great day. Love you all. Catch up soon. Keep on crocheting. Bye for now.